Hello, YouTube. It's your boy here, HTJ backslash Taekwondo Joe. Hope you guys are doing well this evening on the East Coast anyway. I'm in a mood. Just figured we'd jump on here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and set this timer because I'm going to cap this one at 30 minutes. I got other things that I need to do, but you can see the title. Like I said, I'm in some kind of mood, so I figured why not? Let's do it. So YouTube Premium. Sorry, I'm not on the laptop, guys. Gotta remember I'm down here. YouTube Premium. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know. Did y'all know? I didn't know how inundated YouTube is with the ads, man. I mean, I had YouTube Premium for years. Uh, a long time, and they finally went up on me. I don't know, maybe the beginning of the year or something like that. Maybe last year at some point into the year. Sorry, you probably hear Nico rumbling around. Um, so I didn't I didn't even know. I'm sorry, I just didn't know. And come to find out, YouTube is rife with advertisement. Now maybe they're sticking it to me real hard because every time I open up the YouTube app, which I did when I got back this evening, that thus you have this little tirade going on. Uh, And it's just bam, bam. And YouTube Music, the streaming service I've been using, I don't know, for ah 4 or 5 years, a long time. Like yeah, all my playlists are in there. It's all set up, blah blah blah. Almost, man, it seems like every song is an ad. It's like every song. And in every video, it could be like a 15-minute video on YouTube. I'm just trying to catch up on the on what's happening in the MMA world or listening to something informational I don't know about, like cats and dogs, to be very simple. Candidates, candids, and I forget the scientific name. Anyway, you know, and I can't do it anymore. So YouTube, I'm not going back to premium. I'm not doing it. YouTube is not worth $22 a month. I'm sorry, just isn't. And somebody needs a new car and a house, so I'm cutting back. YouTube Premium, that boom, that's about the first thing to go. Well, either that or Amazon Prime, whatever. But anyway, they both went and more went, but it's ridiculous, y'all. So I don't know what we need to do here to get this figured out, but something has got to be done. I mean, this YouTube ad stuff is just, it's on a whole nother level. So all right, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit griping about that. I know that's first world problems, and believe you me, I have more problems than I can shake a stick at. So if YouTube Premium is like the worst thing that happened to me today, y'all, it's a good day. So I do want to say that. I don't want to just get on here and whine and complain, but I'm getting ready to do it again. Quick announcement, I guess. We'll transition real quick. There is a new channel. There's going to be a couple of sister channels, okay, to the home theater, Joe, and that will be Addicted MMA, which is up. No contents there, but we're planning, we're focusing, and that's going to be a whole lot of fun. So what I'm getting ready to get into with Ian Garry, that should probably go over there. And I'm really so sick of Ian Garry. I hate to have to do this, but again, I just see this again today. It's everywhere on YouTube. It's with all these content creators and who I very much like, but I just anyway, we'll get there. There's going to be a couple sister channels, and I'm really struggling with the other one. I don't know what to call it, you know. But anyway, that one I'm going to keep under wraps until we get that ironed out a little better. So we'll just switch over to the Taekwondo Joe portion of this video, and we'll go into MMA. And yeah, now we got talking and Gary. Um, so anybody familiar with Red Pill MMA, RP MMA? An Irish lad, a fine fella. I really agree with like 90% of his takes. I love his channel. It's been kind of taken off lately. So happy for him. Um, Shout out to the MMA guru. He took off like a rocket ship the last few months, man. That's been really exciting to watch. But anyway, uh, RP MMA, Red Pill MMA, just caught something he was doing this evening. Ian Garry, and the such. And he, like most of the other pundits, right? Most of the other content creators out here or analysts, MMA analysts, they all kind of say the same thing. They all kind of toe the same line when it comes to Ian Garry. Yeah, everybody believes he's way out of hand. Nobody likes what he's doing. This guy is just he's hemorrhaging fans. I'm pretty sure. Whatever popularity he had is fading very, very fastly. It's one of the quickest rise and descents we've seen. Not since Paddy Pimblett have we seen such a rise and fall, but he's been set up now with Tony Ferguson. So if he can come in here and make a good showing against Tony, he'll be back in a good and he'll start to get into positive again, I think. But man, Ian Garry, you're going all kinds of wrong direction. You're just going wrong. So the meat of it is my biggest complaint here is all these pundits, analysts, whoever, they all say the same stuff. Oh yeah, well, whatever. Ian Garry, this is so cringe, blah blah blah. But he's a great fighter. That Ian Garry, he can really fight. He's he's gonna be a title contender. He's the next thing coming. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Y'all, what are y'all watching, man? So I don't want to bash on my guy Red Bill MMA. Shout out to RP MMA. Love your stuff, brother. Please don't take this the wrong way. But again, this evening he's like, has anyone ever said that he's not a great fighter? He won't be a good fighter. Yeah, and he's right. No, everybody always says, "Oh yeah, that Ian Garry, he's really good." Have you seen his striking? Oh, it's so next level. No, it's not. It's not next level. This dude is the epitome of a bully. I think he's so big for the division. That's why he looks so good out the gate. And I do anticipate him beating um, Vicente Luque on Saturday coming. But that's where it stops, y'all. I mean, I did a video, or I did a live stream a little while back, maybe a week or so ago, and I talked about the UFC rankings, and almost went through every weight class in the UFC. And when we got to welterweight, we see that Ian Garry, I think Vicente Luque is ranked, I believe 8 or 9 right now. So okay, let's say he beats it, but at number 7, I think in that division is Wonderboy Thompson. So he's going to have all kinds of problems after Vicente Luque. I don't care who he matches up with. The top 7 for him in welterweight is a bad idea, and people are going to see why. I kind of think that's why he's been trying to shore up his ground game. He's been trying to get the BJJ rolling a little bit because Ian Garry gets hit a lot, y'all. He just does. And if people want to bring up this Neil Magny fight, this performance he put on with Neil, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. When you pull the old Brock Lesnar versus Heath Crazy Horse Herring, and you absolutely dominate a fight for 3 rounds, 15 minutes straight, you just dominate that fight, but you can't get a finish. It's not very impressive. I think you lose points for that. Kind of like if you get a takedown, you don't do anything with it. The guy just scrambles, gets right back up. Like, you shouldn't get points for that. So anyhow, I'm getting a little off the beaten path. I'm so irritated. Again, first world problems here. I'm so irritated by all this Ian Garry talk. The hype train is real. Like I don't mean he is. I just mean that hype train is real. People talk about, well, he's not just a hype train. This guy can really bang. He's really good. He's gonna fly up the division rankings. What? No, he's not. No, he's not. I mean, there's so many problems for him in the top 7. And Wonder Boy, I don't know if he fights after his next one, y'all. But yeah, I mean, the uncrowned king of that division, we all know who he is. Dare I speak his name because he's just gonna dominate that division. I'll give you a hint. 17 professional mixed martial arts fights, 17 finishes. All right. He is the uncrowned king of that division. And pretty soon it'll come to light. Yeah. So I was almost going to speak on Colby Covington and Leon Edwards, but we'll do that later. So I think that's it, right? I think hopefully I've demonstrated my point. I've gotten it. Well, I guess I haven't because we haven't gone fight by fight. But just y'all, what I watch, what I see from Ian Garry. I think there's a wee bit hype behind him. A wee much hype, right? It's too much, and it's not good. So, well, he's not good, and I think that's gonna bear out soon enough, y'all. Just be patient. Ian Garry has dumped so hard in the fan category, probably in his social media following as well, that once he tanks in the ring, there won't be much to talk about. So, hopefully he does that. I shouldn't say hopefully he tanks in the ring, but I just don't think his talent's going to get him very far. I think he's gone about as far as he can go. And he may beat Vicente, but I only believe that's because that man had a brain hemorrhage like 2 years ago or something. 3 I just don't think he's been the same since. But love Vicente Luque, very, very respectable gentleman, very respectful, honorable, great ambassador for the sport. So we're pulling for Vicente Luque come Saturday, but unfortunately, Ian Garry's probably going to get that win. And again, he's, I think, 6'3". I don't remember what his arm is, 74. It must be longer than that. I would love to be able to share my screen with you and look that up with you, but unfortunately, since we can't use the laptop right now, let's see what Ian Garry's official stats are. Ian Garry, height and weight. All right. They got him at 6'3" with a 74.5-inch reach. So it's a half-inch off. And honestly, that's not very long. Like he must have some short arms for his build because at 6'3", his wingspan is not impressive. So yeah, plenty of guys that have much more reach than he does. So anyway, he does have good attributes, and he's so big for that division. I mean, good on him for being able to make weight at 170. But Ian Garry's a young guy. As he progresses in this sport, as he gets more mileage and more training under his belt, he will just build more lean muscle mass over the years. And I'm not even talking about PEDs. I mean, that's just a natural side effect of training 2-3 times a day, even 5 days a week for your life. That's what you do. You're going to get bigger. You're going to get stronger naturally over time. So I think that's probably, I don't know if the rumors are true about him being on this vegan diet. I can't speak to that, but if he is, it would make sense to me because they want to keep that weight down even outside of camp because it's probably going to get very, very hard for Ian Garry to cut weight in the next, let's say next few years, because again, that lifestyle is going to promote growth regardless. And he's still aging. He's still a young man. He still has some growing to do. When he hits his 30s, obviously he'll fill out a little bit. So I think that's where I'm at on Ian Garry, man. And please, Lord, if anybody out here in YouTube land gets this message, believe you me, Ian Gary's not the one. Don't believe the hype train. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I think that's about it, man. YouTube Premium, so egregious. So, I mean, YouTube, regular YouTube is so egregious. The ads. I can't get over it. I've been thinking this for, I don't know, a week or two now. Like, wow, this is crazy. Absolutely insane. I think it's I think it's much worse. Sorry, there goes the timer. I think it's much worse than say what I haven't watched television in a very long time. Y'all know I'm a movie guy. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, or while it just popped up in my mind, I played Hellblade, Senzu's Quest, whatever the game is, the first game that came out. I think there's another one coming out soon. Uh, y'all, this is for my home theater people out there. Look, the best surround sound you're ever going to get, the most you're ever going to be able to flex your speakers and just be immersed in the sound. It's through video games. I hate to say it because all the video games out are pretty terrible. You know, Dead Space remake's good. The Callisto Protocol, that was good. I don't know. I think those two games should not have come out around the same time. That was kind of silly. But yeah, there's just no good games. So anyway, but nevertheless, that is where the best surround sound is, man. Especially if you're rocking Atmos or you have a 5.2.2 system or whatever you got, man. Even if you just have 5.1, the best surround sound you can get in video games, and that just amazes me all the time. Oh, hey, honey. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's it for me. You're fine. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and go talk to my little honey bunny. So chill out, chillax. All right. Thank you all for listening. I hope you got something out of that. YouTube Premium or YouTube Regular is just extremely whack and egregious with all the ads. And Ian Gary is not that good. Just saying. All right. Hope y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you. As always. Yeah? Am I supposed to say something like that? Be good. Be safe. Boom.